Hi, this is Kevin with Farrell Properties. This is video number 2 in a series of 4 videos in which I show you how to collect data for properties that we would like to purchase. Let's get back to where we were at the end of video 1. This is our Excel Online spreadsheet we're working on. We're going to minimize that. This is where we left off, assessed market value. And over here we have Parcel Fact opened up to this property. We can verify the property by comparing the APN number 0500, 0320, and 00. So that's all the same. So let's get started. If we go down here, we're going to get these images, Google Earth Image 1 and 2, Street View Image, and Google Map Image. And we do that by opening this up here. We can get our first 2 images, our first 3 images off of this panel. This allows us to zoom in and out, and we can move this around. Now, the first image will be a zoomed in version. This is probably too close. We want to see a few surrounding streets so that someone looking at this will have some idea of the area. If you push this, if you click here on this little square, it goes to full screen. Wait for this gray box to disappear. Put your cursor on the side, and on a Windows machine, you can press Function and Print Screen. That'll copy this image to the clipboard. Now we're going to open up Paint. You can use probably any graphic viewer. This one is just very simple and easy. Hit the paste button, and now we've got our image, and we want to save it as a JPEG. And we want to save it to the desktop. Anything that shows up here on this video on my computer is on my machine. So I want you to save it to the desktop, and you will have an upload link to move these files when we're finished. Now we have to name this, and all the files that I put into this folder have to begin with the same name, and that is our Farrell property ID, which we can get from the spreadsheet. Scroll up, there's Farrell property ID, highlight that and copy it, and you can minimize this again, put that away. Okay, and the first one is called Google Earth 1. Save that and close the image viewer. Now we're going to zoom out. All you need is a couple of clicks. That's plenty. We can still kind of see the shape of the property, but it gives us a good bird's eye view of everything around it. Go ahead and expand this to full screen, put the cursor aside, wait for that box to clear, and we're ready to function print screen. Reduce, open up Paint, paste it. Yep, there it is. That's what we want. And save this as a JPEG. Okay, I'm going to cancel that. It defaults to PNG. Save it as a JPEG. Want to make sure it's on the desktop. And the easy way to name this is to click on the last one and change the 1 to a 2. Save that. Okay. Close Paint. Okay, let's zoom this back in. And we need a street view. Take our little street view guy, put the man down on the street. That's really not a bad image. That's pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't monkey around with that too much. This just gives somebody an idea of what that lot looks like. There's the neighbor, there's the lot. So we're going to go full screen. Put the cursor out of the way, and we're ready to function, print screen again, reduce that, Go into Paint, paste, save as JPEG on the desktop. So just click on one of those and backspace, and this is going to be called Street View. Close that. Now there's one more thing to do, and it takes a couple of steps. Go back into your spreadsheet and copy the GPS coordinate. Okay. Open a tab here and type in Google Maps. A lot of people will look at this data and they won't really know what they're looking at, but they're much more comfortable looking at something in a map format. So we'll do, we pasted in the GPS coordinate and search for that. Okay, this is the area that we were looking at, and we want to do directions. Directions on properties in Polk County, we are going to pick a major city, Houston, Texas. Okay. Use this arrow to collapse that side panel, center the image. So this tells somebody looking at this, hey, I'm in Houston, how far away is this? Well, it's 1 hour and 35 minutes if I want to drive up there and take a look at this. We're going to capture this image exactly the way we did before. Function print screen. And we're going to open that up in Paint. Paste. Save as JPEG. We want this naming convention still on all these files. And now this is going to be called Google Map from Houston, just indicating that we've used that direction feature to show how to get to Houston and how long it takes to get from Houston, pardon me. Save that. Okay. Now let's go into our spreadsheet. We've got to tick these things off here. So we've done this one and number 2. We did Street View, and we just did Google Map. But we have to upload them, and here's where we do that. Click on this link right here. Now I've already given you permission to share in this folder. Go ahead and open it all the way up full size. We need to upload files. Now if it didn't go to your desktop, you need to go to desktop, and you go down here and find your files. Okay, we need to upload those 4. So you can see the progress at the bottom here. It's uploading. Okay, uploaded 4 files. That part's finished. Let's go back to our let's go back to our data sheet here. Reduce that. And we'll reduce this one, and we're back where we started. That's the end of video number 2. In the next video, we are going to look at getting some data from another source, data regarding deeds and liens in video number 3. This is the end of video number 2.